Hello, everybody. Welcome to my bedroom, my channel. Um, excuse the noise. My air conditioner is possessed. I It's 100 degrees outside, so that's why we're in here instead of in there because the air conditioner's in here and it's 100 degrees and I need to breathe. So there's that. Anyway, welcome to my channel. Tonight is going to be all about the twin flame dynamic, the twin flame journey, and past life regressions. Um, you can ask me questions because this is going to be like a Q&A type thing where, like, say you have a question about a past life or something that you remember and whether or not that could be a memory or just an illusion type thing. Um, I got a lot of information I wrote down in the box below if you want to check it out. But it's all about how everybody's got this all mixed up. You know, the twin flame experience or experiment, I should say, because it's actually just two flames split off from the eternal flame experiencing duality, but they are the same soul. It's like the masculine, hi babies, hi Coco, and hi Deborah, how you doing? It's like the same person in a different body, but when you meet this person, you have to be at a certain vibration. You can't be at a low vibration where all you do is fight and argue and it's constant tit for tat and hey Bean, how you doing, baby? Um, and it can't, that is not a twin flame dynamic. That is a karmic lesson. That is something that you must clear in order for you to advance to the next level and the next level and the next level. And damn, you go through, so especially when you think it's your twin flame and you think there's no way this couldn't be my twin flame, you are destroyed because you didn't have any doubt in your mind that that was your twin flame. Unfortunately, in my case, it was like my father reincarnated. Okay? We all come in at different timelines, but there is a reason why you have that pull to someone. And it's because you have experienced past lives together. Now, whether you're the twin flame thing is different. All of these lessons, all of these dark nights of the soul, all of these shadows that you face as you're going through this ascension, which each time you level up or conquer a fear or conquer uh, another your vibration gets higher. Okay, this shit where people are fighting and arguing and petty things and cheating on each other and Scorpios, I know how you feel about cheaters. Okay, it doesn't happen or they get stung. Um, all of this is not supposed to happen between twin flames. Twin flames recognize each other on a soul level, meet eye to eye. What you experience as your false twin flame or as your karmic lesson, the one that puts you in the shower crying on your knees, that is so you will change. That is you in another body, but it's not the right one. It is the karmic you. I hope that makes sense. It is everything you don't like about yourself. So it hurts the most when you have to turn around and face that mirror and say, hey, yeah, okay, what is it about me that wants this person so badly in my life that I can't live without them? What insecurities are pushing this or driving this? What is this? Why do I feel like I must have this person in my life? You don't must have anybody in your life. It's nice to have company, but it's not a must. You are a sovereign being all by yourself. The twin flame, hey Vale, how you doing? The twin flame that you meet, you will automatically link up telepathically, which means that it's almost like you don't even have to talk to each other. You already recognize each other, you know who you are, and never will you argue about separating or anything like that, because you know you both have karmic journeys that you have to travel down. And sometimes these people have been incarnating like 20 years apart. Somebody said that they got upset about people being 20 years apart. Well, the incarnations started in my generation, or right before my generation. My mother, unfortunately, didn't follow that path. She went Christian, all Christian. And my father was an atheist. So I never had that upbringing, a spiritual upbringing at all. I had to learn all of these lessons myself throughout my life. I saw things, that I couldn't explain. And I never talked about, because I figured I'd just be the weird kid with the snotty nose on the playground. And I was already that kid. So, I didn't want to make it any worse. But, a lot of you that I've talked to in my chats and otherwise have had similar experiences where you remember being here before. Now, do you remember who you were? Therein lies that third eye. When that third eye is fully alive and awakened, you will know what you were. You might not know exactly your name and all that. The kids nowadays are doing that, but my generation's kind of old, so we a little senile already. We already from 1980 on did way too much partying. But the newer kids, hi there, Tiana, Forever, Anime, how y'all doing? The kids coming in now are coming in with full memories. They're coming in with names, dates, places they died, things like that. We just remember what we were in other lives and how we died. Hey, Sassy's here. Hey, my baby, how you doing? And when you start remembering those things and you actually go through your own death, you actually feel it. You actually feel yourself leave your body. You actually feel you don't necessarily feel the pain, because I had one lifetime I got shot in the face. And so I didn't feel that, but I knew my face was all blowed off, because I could only, they grabbed something and tied like a shirt or something around my head, and I could only see out a little hole. But I was still alive. I didn't die there. They died out in the woods somewhere walking around after they tried to kill me. So, it's like I said, and the reason why I was shot in the face was because a lady was being robbed with a kid. She had a kid with her, and some guy was trying to rob her at gunpoint, and I stepped in. I got shot in the face. How to do that? Past life regression comes in dream time. You have to set the intention. You have to set the intention that you want to know. And the universe will show you everything you want to know. Write it down on a piece of paper. I want to know who I was in a past life. I want to know what I did in a past life. I want to know, and just keep asking the universe these questions. And before you know it, you'll start having visions and dreams, and they're like back alleyways. You ever seen the movie? What was that one? The Avengers, the End Game. Is that the one where they time traveled? They went through all those little loop-de-loops, like wormholes. That's kind of what it feels like when you past life regress. You feel like you're going through like this tunnel, and then you appear as you are as that person. Game, Inception, exactly. It's so backwards though, the way that they've used all these movies, including Avatar. I see you. That is the connection between twin flames. I see you. They have to tell us all this. They because if they don't tell us this, then they don't escape the karma from it. That's how they escape the karma from it. They show us in movies, they tell us in the news, and it don't matter how bizarre it is. I mean, think about Star Wars, the dark side, the light side. That's exactly what's happening right now. If nobody's noticed, Darth Vader just happens to be somebody we don't know. And then we got Brandon there for a puppet on a string. He's lucky he's still breathing. I don't know if he's breathing or not, man. He looks like he's pretty like Walking Dead. But yeah, I'm taking questions, especially where this subject is concerned. So if you want to know things about twin flames, I want to help you guys understand it, because I don't want you to have to go through a whole lot of agony and bullshit because you want to believe that it's someone's your twin flame when actually they were just somebody in a past life that you recognize or love. They're not really your twin. You're, like I said, your twin flames. You're gonna know it. You are, Andrea. How nice is that? I'm glad to hear that. I haven't even looked outside. It's 100 damn degrees outside. I ain't going outside. That I'm sitting right here where I got all my doors closed and my little air conditioner going. I'm cool. Yeah. They're kind of famous. Hey, what is that? What is it? Shanigma. Nice to meet you. You knew. Um, so you're meeting someone new this week and they're kind of famous. What do you want? They're bringing you roses and everything. Ooh, we want to be on this. I want to be a fly on the wall. Okay, I got you, Andy. Give me just a minute on that, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and do Coco real quick because her question's easier. I want to know about Rob. We are in separation. What do you want to know? Yep. Fighting, arguing. You guys need to take time to heal. Both of you do. Don't try to jump right back into this or you'll just get the same thing again. Take time to heal. Ta-da! Kit! La 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 la! Did you get that, Coco? Take all the time you need to heal before you go back into that, because you keep repeating the same lesson over and over again. You just want to know if she's worth it. Let's see. Like I said, I'm intrigued. I'll just giving you confirmation then. All right, Andrea, one question at a time. Hold on, I'll tell you if she's worth it or not. Andrea, she's confused. She's in love with somebody from the past. So don't expect miracles there, okay? I mean, this might be fun, but there are 3 people there. And let's see if she'll like you. Oh yeah, she definitely likes you quite a bit. We'll be working 50 minutes. Aw, thank you, sweetheart. I love having you here, Kick It, because you're so cute. Burble, burble. Yeah, Kit's here, Anime. She doesn't usually get a chance to come. And I'm in my room, so I'm on my bed. It's just too damn hot in that back room. I can't believe it got up to 100 degrees today here. Your Aussie has your ass spinning. Oh, what's he doing? Is he being all romantic and shit? Right now, kid, it's mine too. It really is. Anyway. Aw. Thank you guys. You guys are so awesome. I'm in, Ohio. Ohio is more like it. Ohio. Tiana, how do you know he's your twin flame? That's the first question I want to ask you. Hello, Ricardo. How are you doing? We got everybody in the house tonight, except for we're missing Z. I knew we were missing somebody funny. I get victory. You shouldn't have played with the Pisces, bitch. Bitch. You must have really been a pain in his ass. Okay. I give you that, Tiana. Are you still hooked up even when you're not together? I mean, not just the familiarity, but the telepathy. Are you still hooked up no matter what? Okay. So you recognize him from a past life. Now there's a real good example of what a true twin flame is. This is somebody that she had a connection with in a past life. This same kind of connection as the self. So it's the other self. It's you, but in a different body. And you never mind about. You never mind about being away from them or what they're doing or how they're doing it or anything like that, because you know that you're both here to live out karmic cycles, to learn lessons and gain wisdom and experience. You both know that. Unfortunately for some, like me, my twin is probably about 20 years younger. Because I don't identify with anybody my age. I'm just a big old kid. I get the downloads about my twin flame too, but I'm not sure if it's right or not, or if it's just because you're not supposed to see the face. You're not supposed to see the face till you see the face. I keep seeing the face. So I'm not, I can't be 110%, but it's pretty strong. And it's always there. Even when I don't think about it, it's always there. I dream about it. But see, that's it, that when you're a twin flame, he changed you, didn't he, Tiana? He changed who you was. Now, by the eyes. The eyes. Third eye included. The eye. The eye meets the eye. The voice is just a familiarity trigger. Anything below the third eye is a familiarity trigger, which means that they can be a past life boyfriend, girlfriend, maybe even a wife or husband or a mother, father, or something like that. And that's why you feel so drawn to them. But a twin flame will never lie to you. So they the false twin flame, the one that triggers your awakening, is the one that sends you in the shower crying at the bottom of the shower on your knees. That's the one that changes you forever. But what they're doing is they're setting you up for your real twin flame, because that, my dear, is immeasurable. Well, there you go. You are in adolescence, anime. So it doesn't matter how old you are, how young you are. You will know. There's no mistaking it. You meet eye to eye, which means you are at the same vibration. Not somebody at a lower vibration that's going to stab you in the back and treat you like shit. Understand that. That is karmic. Or anybody that ghosts you and no explanation. Anybody that won't talk to you because they mad at you, or they go sleeping around with 10 other women or 10 other guys. No, these are karmic lessons. And sometimes people got to be hit over and over and over in the head before they learn it. I know I did. It took me forever. Now I don't need nobody. I would love to have somebody, but they're going to have to meet my vibration. Do you know how hard that is to find? Damn short, fat, bald, low vibing, sketchy ass, dusty bitches. I mean, I've been hitting the head most of my life. So I'm no stranger to pain. But when I met this person, and even though it was not unpleasant at all, in fact, it was very nice, it changed me forever. I was not the same person I was before I met that person. And it destroyed me. I mean, utterly destroyed me. Took my ego down to absolutely nothing. So, and then I had to be reborn from that. But that's the trick. That's the path. That's exactly how you get on the path to awareness, not wokeness, awareness, self-awareness. And yes, oh my God, when you vibrate at a certain level, and I'm not saying this to be like high and mighty or elite or anything like that. It's very, very difficult for you to tolerate third dimensional thinking from anyone, no matter how good they look. It's getting nasty bitches after. Hey, Whatever works, kid. I mean, yeah, butterflies are attracted to the Pleiades, the Pleiadian star seeds. Butterflies, they like the Andromedas and the lilies. It's not that you find the right one, it finds you. Okay, when the time is right, and it's happening right now all over the world. Started Gemini season, it is going on right now. This is the calling. This is where all twin flames are being put in the same place so they can meet each other. And then the two of you are going to start your own societies. That's what's called a power couple. You're going to teach people the same stuff I teach you. What did Judy say? Sketchy ass Dusty. Call her that. Call her that, kid. Tell her I said so. You sketchy ass Dusty bitch. Tell her I said so. Just kidding. But yeah, I mean, when your true twin flame and you hook up for the very last time in this time, which is the now time, the last nanosecond before the rebirth of a new human, you guys will meet. And it might be in some of the strangest places that you never even imagined. I keep being told mine's gonna show up on my door, and I'm gonna walk out to go somewhere, and they're gonna be standing there. That's what I've been told by my higher self. But whatever, I mean, I just hope you don't scare me. I might smack shit out of you. I'm just saying. Just don't scare me. We'll be alright. Kisses me like. It's not about opening up anymore, Sherry. It's about opening yourself up. I have a block in my heart chakra as well, so I can definitely relate to that problem, Sherry. But I'm working on it. I'm not bitter. I'm better, and I've learned to open up to myself as opposed to opening up to other people and telling other people my business when they can just go around and twist it around and make it sound way worse than what I said it and turn me into a villain. No, I got tired of doing that. Thank you. Thank you. It is a full moon. I felt it, appropriate. Um, so it's so wild to try to explain this. I can't even explain this on a 3D level as to the vibration of the body that's changing, and we're the ones we were waiting for, the Christ consciousness. Yeah, I'm better. You know why? Because RESPCT, motherfucker, or bye. I don't care who you are, what you got. You will respect me. I have no reason, you have no reason to hate me. And if you do, that's your own problem. That's a reflection of you, not me. Because I'll always tell you what I think, even if you don't like it. I love Steve Noble. He's so soothing to fall asleep to. Him and, who's the other one I listen to? Jason Stevenson. This is a release, anime. This is a release of what no longer serves you. Childhood traumas, habits, people. The release that they do what was it called? Qigong, where you go It's called Absorb, Release. I'm not sure if I like him or not, anime. I just keep wondering why he keeps showing up. I don't know the man in person. He could be a huge dick for all I know. He's a Virgo, so who knows? You're gonna become an Iron Man now. Well, yeah, he at least he'd be able to get it, Bean. I mean, at least he'd be able to talk to me on my level of understanding. Um, most Hollywood stars would because they're Masons or Illuminati, and I mean they got their own beliefs. I don't call anybody ugly, old, or evil, or because evil and live are the same word. They're just backwards. So I don't judge. That's not my job. I'm here to balance things out and help people balance things out. Keep everybody balanced so we don't flip over sideways. If that's the way you want to put it. No, don't get me started on Keanu. I don't even want to talk about him tonight. Because then I'll end up in my dream and fuck that. I don't even want to deal with him. He just keeps showing up unannounced in my dreams forever. Yes, I do private readings, Coco. The email address is in the box below. So I wish I'm ready, but financially I'm not there yet. Florida ain't cheap, babe. Florida ain't cheap. You're welcome, Coco. Is the Illuminati real? It is very real. It is the Masons. It is the keepers of the flame. It is the watchers. They are fourth dimensional beings, but they can never go past the fourth dimension because of all the evil shit they do in the name of their god, whichever one they choose to worship that day. The rosary, what do they get? Rosarian cross. What are they called? Crucifixion. The Rosarian crucifixion or something like that. They're the ones that put up the new 10 Commandments in Georgia, called the Guidestones. Yeah, that's what I was looking for, kid. Rosicrucians. Yeah, they're the ones. See, everybody's got the wrong idea about all of these people. They're just knowledgeable. They just have more knowledge than anybody else. That's how they're able to manipulate the whole world. Because they got secrets. They got lots of secrets. So they can manipulate almost anybody they want to from afar. That's why I don't call shit in when I do readings. Like people calling spirits, knocking on their cars, who's there? Or calling in their angels, their guides, their spirits, and I don't do that for a very good reason. Lucifer was an angel, and the pictures I've seen of Archangel Michael looks like he's standing on that man ready to slice his head off. So I don't trust him. I don't trust all that. Yeah, I know how much they are. I know how much they are. I just got to save up enough where I ain't got to worry about money for a little while. It's going to take a couple months. But I'm working on it. I don't want to live in Miami. No, absolutely not. Nothing below sea level. Tampa's going to go under too, so I don't know. I don't know where I'm going to live yet. I might just, like I said, decide to be like a monad and come around and sleep on y'all's couch and eat your groceries. And I find that, if I say this is what I want and I let go of it and I say something like what I'm saying now, it manifests. It just manifests. And I have watched karma in real life. I don't know if you watched either one of my videos, but I have watched it play out in real life. So you better check yourself and respect yourself, because yourself is going to be the one that judges you in the long run. Beachfront. Hey, kid, you wait a couple more years, like about 2030, 40, you might just have that. Any kind of Scorpio you have in your chart, you would probably resonate with my readings, because it's very distinct and fixed energy. So say if you even your Mars is in Scorpio, that's your act. That's how you act. So you act like a Scorpio. So you would resonate with the Scorpio. You see what I mean? My father was a 33rd degree Mason, but he got kicked out. Okay. Oh, Jason's here. Hi, Jason. Yeah. My grandmother's boyfriend, who swooped in right after my grandfather died at 49, he was also a Mason. He's like in his 90s now and still alive. My father died in 2014, but he was not a good person. He thought he was above any kind of judgment, you know, and that's the way a lot of them think. They think that just because they're smarter than you are, they're above judgment. They're not above judgment from themselves. No matter where you go, there you are. So you can try to run from judgment all you want, but it's right there connected to you. It is your higher self. And when you pass on, if you don't get hijacked into the belief that you have to reincarnate, because those of us who have learned and learned and learned until our ego completely died and we had to start over and remake ourselves, you don't know that it's a trap, because it's like all your relatives will be there waving you in, telling you go through this way, go to the light, what all that. If you ever seen like near death experiences where they say stuff like that, that is called the reincarnation machine. And there's even a replica of it on the Vatican's front lawn. It's called a Dyson sphere. Dyson sphere. It is a time travel machine. I'm not lying. Check it out yourself. Who's trolling? Jason? Let him troll. Jason's cool. Jason's sweetheart. Virgo rising. Well, 15 lights. Damn. You got more Virgo than I've seen in anybody. You are the perfectionist. And you probably have a problem with smells, and you're like super sensitive. Very, very anal, I would say at this. You do smell. Okay, so you're not that anal. I've seen them. Trust me. Oh my goodness. What is that? Is that like a sleeping issue? Yeah, that's what I want to know forever. Oh, okay. All right. I had to think about it. So you see the auras around people. So you can see my aura. You hear colors, kit. Doesn't time travel to the past change? You got to understand, this is why they don't want you to know about this, is because every decision you make changes the future. They don't want you to know that you're on this spiral time frame. They want you to believe in that Gregorian calendar and stick with it. Slave, stick with it. Bitches. There's nothing else but that Gregorian calendar. What do you mean other lifetimes? What do you mean? You are in several different dimensions at one time. Can you believe that? That's how you're able. Thank you very much, 15 lights. That's how you're able to go back in the past and see past lives. Go ask the Vatican about that. Hell, ask Trump. He got all of Tesla's research. Or his uncle got it, I think. And there is uh, a book that was written in like 1860, The Adventures of what's his kid's name? Baron Trump. The Adventures of Baron Trump from like 100 years ago. So you believe what you want to believe. I don't. I believe that all time exists in one moment. That's how I believe. Well, it's the absolute. I mean, when you have experienced death, literal death, you learn the truth of what and who you are. And it is like the Matrix, or it is like uh, Star Wars, You're like this game character. Or you're a non player uh, person, which means that you have no idea that there is anything outside of this space and time. And you just keep going on like you're programmed. Okay, I'm supposed to do this today, and I'm supposed to, and they go on. But see, you notice this is the great resignation. Nobody wants to do it anymore because they understand that like I said, that band-aid, that third eye is being ripped off. So they're coming into this realization that, hey, I'm a fucking slave. And they're raising the prices so high that I can't eat. So hell, the rent's most of my money. Yeah, people are just now noticing this. This has been happening for years, but it's now become an awakening on a mass scale. Now, say you saw yourself in the mirror. You woke up in the morning and you looked at yourself in the mirror, right? What if you woke up and that mirror was in front of your face already and you didn't even look in it? You were staring at yourself and everything and anything that had been attached to you all throughout your lifetimes. What do you think that'd be like on a mass scale for people who have no idea what's happening? How you think they're gonna act? Panic? Restrictions? Lockdowns? Take away everybody's guns? Let's rule the world because we distract, deceive, and divide. Problem is 2112. The problem is that we are all awakening and we're coming in together now. And this can't be stopped. No matter how many things they throw at us, it can't be stopped. Those who are meant to be on this path will stay on it. Those who, like me, who will probably choose to disappear once this is complete. I mean, I'll probably be like old. So I'll be like one of those monks who just chooses to disappear. Age of Aquarius, baby. Age of Aquarius. It's already starting because the average lifespan is why they're trying to knock it down, guys. Think about it. They're trying to knock the average lifespan to like 50 or less, which they have succeeded up until now. But now that we are evolving as a species, as our genetics and our cellular structure changes, we will start living longer. And the next generation is probably going to live to be 150. That's going to be the average lifespan. So the slave owners don't want us to live that long because we're bound to find out the truth in 150 years. So they it's all a game of chess, and we are the pawns. Oh yeah, everything's been planned. You can look back at records on 2001 for that, Tiana. And I did a video, a past life video. You can find it on the community channel of someone who survived the Spanish flu. And because I put a picture up there with it that said, keep your masks on at all time and stand 6 feet away from each other, they took it down. I put it back up. They took it down again. So then I just put like the regular picture of somebody going into an old ambulance, because that's what it was. And then at the top it said 6 feet away from each other and keep your masks on at all times. So the same thing's happening over and over and over again. We just got to get a different script, guys, and this is it. This is it. The Christ consciousness returns. For this 25,000 year cycle, there are several cycles within cycles. That is why those who chose to believe more in man than in spirit will get another chance. Everybody always gets another chance. You might not remember who you are if you get another chance. That's the difference. See, me, I keep saying I'm not going to come back here, but watch me wake up as a baby and open my eyes and say, the fuck. I can see that happening. But I will have all my memories intact. That's the difference between the awakened and the unawakened. The awakened will not attack other people because they see other people as themselves in another body. So why would you go attack yourself? That is true enlightenment. So everyone that leaves me the nasty comments and everything, I don't take it personal, because it's them lashing out. It's them projecting their own insecurity onto me. And I'm just going, whatever, man. And I delete, block. We don't need that kind of negativity around here, man. It's easy. And that's what you got to do with people kind of right now. Do I do past life readings? Yes, I do. 15 lights. Yes, I do. They're the same price as the larger reading, which is $150, because of the amount of energy that it takes to do a past life reading. They're only about 45 minutes long, maybe a little bit longer, so I can explain a few things to you. But I have to pull in energies from other lifetimes, and that takes a lot out of me. So I choose, I choose to do the highest build reading I got is $150, and you can get that, or you could get a chart reading with your weaknesses and strengths spiritually and non-spiritually. You can ask me any question you want in the tarot, and I will answer you as possible, as best as I can. Oh yeah, oh yeah. See, the tearing through time is seeing through the veil. Follow the yellow brick road, Dorothy. Follow the yellow brick road. The heart, the mind, the courage to pull the curtain back and say, bitch, you're caught, you're busted. That is the whole journey. All right. Strap on that sword for good measure, baby. You know I love you. Squeezies to you too, baby. Bye, Kit. She's awesome. I'm glad she was able to catch alive. Anybody got any more questions for me? Because I'm going to go off here probably about 10-15 minutes. I got to get some sleep for tomorrow. It's my only day off, so I can clean my house. I at least clean my house and do my laundry once a week. Well, like I said, anybody that wants a reading, you just send me an email and let me know, what you want. I have 3 levels, and that's all I'll ever have. So it's 50, 75, and 150. 150 gets you everything, and about an hour and a half of my time. All right. And I like I said, I help people, because I not only do I kind of telepathic and clairvoyant, but I know a lot about the law too. I was a paralegal for 5 years under my husband, which was one of the best damn trial attorneys in St. Petersburg, Florida. And I was also a paralegal for the public pretender's office. So I have been in criminal law and in bodily injury, workers' comp, disability. I do have answers if you have questions or you're in trouble. So if you want a reading about something like that, I can handle it. And I can give you answers as to what to do next. Because that's, sometimes people need to know what to do next, so they don't fuck up and then end up in jail or starting shit that they don't need to start, that they could walk away from and just get their justice in a quiet, secret way, so they don't get in no trouble. Like locking somebody out of the house or getting a restraining order or things like that. But you got to do it covert, and you got to keep it a secret. What's the difference between twin flames and soulmates, please? Soulmates are somebody you recognize from a past lifetime. It's an instant connection. There will be a little telepathy, but you won't be able to tell what the other one's thinking all the time. With a real twin flame, you are vibrating at the same level. You are the same being. So therefore, communication is hardly even necessary. You know that you're both here on a mission. Therefore, you don't question each other. You're able to understand that they have to go learn their karmic lessons that they came here to learn, and you go have to learn your karmic lessons. Somewhere during the end time, when everything's about to change, you will come back together, and you may even start whole communities of new people. So that is you that's why I said you have to be on the same vibration as that person. They have to be as woke as you are. They have to know everything that you know. The eternal flame is which all flames come from. The twin flames are just the star seeds that we're supposed to wake each other up. And that's what we're doing. We're all awakening each other. That's what we came here to do. And in awakening each other, we're changing ourselves. We're changing the timeline. We're changing the things that were meant to destroy us into something, that's going to split us apart. I mean, I'm not going to say it's going to be fun, but you're either going to be AI or you're going to be human. And those are your only two choices. Your humanness will become more cellularly changed. Your Merkaba will change because of the difference in the way Mother Earth is changing. It's an evolution. You will live longer. You will look younger for longer. It's already happening. It's just that nobody's been allowed to know this for the last 50 years, but it's been happening for the last 50 years. So believe only half of what you see and nothing that you hear, guys, okay? Because a lot of it is just a distraction to keep you from finding your true self, which is that mirror that you need to face in order for your vibration to meet the vibration of the one that you see as your equal. That doesn't mean you go out with some guy who is so 3D, it's pathetic, or some girl, it's like, oh, all I care about is taking selfies. I don't care. I'm on my phone. Oh, what'd you say? Yeah. No, those are not twin flames. Those are bots. Those ain't even real people. Those are what we call non-players. Okay? They sit there and life is all about. There is no life outside of that. That's called becoming part of the machine. And it's your choice, You can choose to see the beauty in the world and ground yourself and say, these are just tools. These are just toys. And if they disappear tomorrow, I ain't going to cry, Or you can become part of them. Choice is always yours. Free will and all. I can't tell you what to choose. Some of these people are going to get superpowers by having AI insertions. They'll be able to do stuff like fly and jump and do wild shit. They're still going to have human bodies, though, unless they go total robot. So it still can be damaged. That's the part nobody gets. Good night. Good night, Judy. Take care of yourselves. I'll be back on probably Friday night. I just did it on tonight because it was a full moon. I'll probably be back on Friday night. Yes, you can. And if you don't want to be a part of the machine, then don't be a part of the machine. That's always your choice. The technology inside here will always outmaster the technology there and here. Thank you, Judy. Where do you think they got this shit? Do you think it just fell out of the sky? Well, sometimes debris falls. This all came from a human mind. We are the most technologically advanced species. All without AI. We know how to grow stuff. We know how to do stuff. That's why they want to keep you on a couch potato eating McDonald's and not paying attention to who you truly are. Because if you knew who you were, you'd refuse their bullshit. And you choose to have a real life. To talk to people like I talk to you guys, like real people. Because that's what we are. We're real people. And we got real feelings. And that's the one thing you will never be able to explain. Love. The one thing. In this whole universe, and all there is in life, the only thing that nobody can put down into words is love and why we feel it. There's a reason for that. It's called Source. It's called God. And whether you believe in it or not, it's what connects me and you and everybody else on this planet, regardless if they're paying attention or not. You got to do that. Forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do, because they don't. They're ignorant to the fact that this is the truth, the absolute, the I am. All is one. And if I hurt you, I'm hurting myself. Imagine what a crimeless place this would be if people would really understand that. That's why there has to be a split. Because not everybody's going to understand that. And they're all going to fight, argue, want to kill each other. And the ones who don't want to be a part of that have to separate themselves from that. Any way they can, you know? Like I said, when people jump on my comments and leave shitty comments, I just delete and block, and ain't nobody needs that kind of negativity around here. There's enough shit going around. We can just watch TV if we want that. Here you learn things. You learn things that will help you along your way, down the path of your shadow, so you can rise again, a new being, a new you, and something to help the whole, as opposed to destroying it. Which is, like I said, that's what a lot of people want. Gangsta's paradise. The ones we hurt are you and me. And that's exactly it. So everybody just needs to stop doing that shit. I know it's easier said than done, especially when we got a retard for a leader, and half these people are so not self-aware. I mean, for real. They wouldn't know what the average person dealt with if their fake personas depended on it. We're just people. We all supposed to love each other. That was the whole intent and purpose. And yes, you have to stay focused, because the minute you lose focus, somebody's going to try to do your thinking for you. That's what this is all about, is staying balanced. And then when you meet your real twin flame, like I said, you will build things together. You will become the ultimate power couple. You will build entire communities, entire, not like a cult, like free sovereign people who are allowed to be who they are without the restrictions of religion and rules that are just so old that we just don't need them anymore. I mean, you can tell a good person from a bad person, right? That's your intuition. It's you can tell when somebody's not a good person, and then when somebody you can tell when you're not being a good person. Where do you think that comes from? Old beliefs that will no longer be relevant in the coming times. It's the way it is. It's truth. Like I said, truth is absolute, and it will always come back to truth. The vibe will always be the same. If you want to try to skip spots, I told somebody today that they said something about shutting down their third eye, and they were afraid to awaken again because they see stuff. That's part of it. It's like you have to not be afraid of it. You can't be afraid of that because there's a lot of it, and everybody's trying to clear out those shadows, so they're everywhere. And if you see them, if you're clairvoyant, like I am, you see them. But it's not even staying woke, honey. It's like I said, this girl shut down her pineal gland on purpose, and now she's afraid to reopen it because somebody told her lies. And I told her it's the only way back to spirit. So you either go there or you don't, and you don't do it all at once. It has to be done in stages. You start with the root chakra, which is your survival, the sacral chakra, which is your sexual guilt, all that from, past lives. Then your solar plexus, your attachment to spirit, your eternal attachment to spirit, your heart chakra, how you love, your throat chakra, how you speak your truth, your third eye chakra, how you see through the veil, through this matrix they call our world. You see through the lies, you see through it all. And when you first awaken, that's really scary. So if you do it too fast, you're going to sizzle out. Your nervous system's going to fry. That's why it's being done in increments, so people don't fry out. But the others who want you to negatively polarize want you to fry out. So they're going to try to wake you up all at once and then send you a whole bunch of nasty shit your way because they want the feed on that. It's really a gross process. These are the people who really run the world, not the presidents or the leaders, or those are just a bunch of puppets. And forever, I recommend that. I recommend you being in a place of balance before you open up your third eye, because if you do it too soon, you will sizzle out. Have a good night, everybody. I'm gonna get off here. If you have any more questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I'll answer them to the best of my ability. I mean, if you feel like tipping me, that would be great, because I could use the money. I'm trying to get the hell out of here, especially 100 degrees in Cincinnati, Ohio. What the hell am I doing here? I'm supposed to be at the beach. That's where I'm supposed to be. Good morning for you, Anime, not for nobody else. All right, guys. Well, you guys take care, and I'll see you probably Friday night. Okay? I love you. Take care of yourselves. And watch out for each other, too.